Hallo zusammen, herzlich willkommen bei Brunswick TV. Ich bin Chris Kempf. Willkommen zu unserem neuen Showformat der Late Night Strike Show hier auf YouTube, hier auf Brunswick TV, dem Bowling Nummer 1 Kanal in Deutschland, Österreich, Luxemburg und in der Schweiz. Ja, die Late Night Strike Show ist ein komplett neues Format hier auf unserem Kanal, um Bowling noch interessanter zu gestalten und euch mit ein bisschen Entertainment, aber auch mit Informationen zu füttern. Ja, und wir haben ein paar ganz coole Kategorien für euch vorbereitet und später noch ein ganz besonderes Interview mit einem Special Guest hier bei uns in diesem Video. Mehr dazu später. Starten wir direkt mit den Neuigkeiten aus der Welt des Bowlings. Und da gibt es wirklich eine interessante Information seitens der Deutschen Bowling Union. Denn die DBU hat in einem Schreiben bekannt gegeben, dass Blitzturniere ab sofort durchgeführt werden können. Das bedeutet, Ranglistenturniere können mit einer Frist von nur 7 Tagen eingereicht werden. Das soll den Spielern durch Durchführung von Blitzturnieren eine schnellere Spielpraxis ermöglichen und auch einen besseren Start zurück auf die Bahnen ermöglichen. Finden wir wirklich eine super Idee. Ja. Ach, ist das so? Oh, ich höre gerade, wir haben brandaktuelle Informationen, denn dieser Modus, diese Blitzturniergeschichte, die wird unter anderem, ist es bestätigt? Ja, es ist bestätigt, auch das Land Thüringen ist davon betroffen, liebe Zuschauer. Auch das Land Thüringen ist davon betroffen. Das bedeutet, auch in Thüringen kann durch diesen Blitzmodus gespielt werden. Also, liebe Thüringer, freut mich auch, dass bei euch das möglich gemacht worden ist. Ja, machen wir weiter mit unserer nächsten Kategorie. Neues aus dem Süden. Ja, liebe Zuschauer, wir haben immer das Gefühl, oder zumindest habe ich das Gefühl, dass die Nation Österreich und Schweiz viel zu wenig Aufmerksamkeit bekommen, als sie eigentlich verdienen. Und das wollen wir ändern und werden ab sofort mit unserer Kategorie Neues aus dem Süden immer wieder Informationen aus den Ländern Österreich und Schweiz bringen, was es dort so Neues gibt. Und in der Tat gibt es dort ein paar richtig interessante Neuigkeiten. Und zwar schalten wir erstmal rüber nach Österreich. Thomas Tybl. Jeder kennt ihn, jeder mag ihn. Nationaltrainer von Österreich, ein Urgestein des Bowlingsports in Österreich, hat sehr viel für den Sport dort gemacht und ist natürlich auch Betreiber der Plus Bowling in Wien. Und Thomas und sein Team haben eine interessante Ankündigung gemacht. Wer es vor kurzem gesehen hat, wir haben einen Livestream veranstaltet hier auf Brunswick TV und da hat Thomas eine Ankündigung gemacht und zwar betraf das die Hollywood Bowling in Innsbruck. Dieses Logo wurde uns dann zugespielt und wir haben es dann mit bekannt gegeben. Bowlers Point wird ab sofort die Bowlingbahn in Innsbruck heißen, die ehemalige Hollywood Bowling, betrieben vom Team oder gemeinsam mit dem Team von Thomas aus Wien. Ja. Oh, das ist ja toll. Ja, das zeigen wir den Leuten sofort. Wir haben gerade aktuelle Bilder eingespielt bekommen. Und zwar vom Berg Isel von der Skischanze in Innsbruck. Thomas ist anscheinend schon angekommen. Da ist er, unser Thomas. Steht schon am Berg Isel. Erst die Schanzen präparieren und dann die Bahn. Genauso muss das sein. Wir haben ja gesagt, wir machen vielleicht einen österreichischen Cup da draus und spielen sowohl Bowling und tun anschließend noch Skispringen. Also da scheint es loszugehen. Wir schalten rüber in die Schweiz. In der Schweiz gibt es auch interessante Neuigkeiten. Und zwar haben wir vor ein paar Tagen auf Instagram bekannt gegeben, dass die Stadt Winterthur in der Schweiz ein neues Bowling-Center erhalten wird. Und zwar wird dort ein 14-Bahn-Center entstehen, welches wir bauen werden. Und wir freuen uns schon sehr darauf. Realisierungszeitraum, wie aus dem Bericht zu entnehmen, wird Mitte des Sommers irgendwann sein. Wir freuen uns. Wir bleiben natürlich selbstverständlich bei dieser Story am Ball für euch und hoffen natürlich auf baldige Informationen. Ja, meine Freunde, das waren erstmal die Nachrichten. Ich bin Chris Kempf und jetzt kommen wir eigentlich zum interessanten Teil des Videos. Und zwar haben wir einen speziellen Gast heute bei uns. Es ist ein Spieler, den kennen ziemlich viele Bowler von euch. Ist mehrfacher PBA-Sieger, hat viele Titel erlangt, sowohl national als auch international, ist Europäer und spielt beidhändig. Und wen wir jetzt interviewen, das seht ihr jetzt. Viel Spaß! Ja, meine lieben Zuschauer, wir haben heute einen ganz besonderen Gast bei uns, nämlich Osku Palermaa, PBA Pro-Spieler und Nationalspieler des Teams von Finnland. Osku, wie lange spielst du schon Bowling und was war dein größter Erfolg in deiner Karriere?
I bowled for quite a long time. I'm 37 years old now, and I've bowled for 36 of them. So it's been a good time. On the lanes, I'd say my biggest achievement is all these world titles. I've won the PBA World Championships and the World Cup and the World Games, and they're all different. So it's kind of hard to compare them. And obviously, your first PBA title is also special. But also, I found my family through bowling, so that's a big success achievement too.
Osku, du bist von Storm zu Ebonite gewechselt vor der Übernahme von Brunswick und bist aber geblieben. Warum bist du geblieben und was fasziniert dich so an den neuen Bällen, besonders am neuen Command?
Yeah, it was weird. I was on Storm for 14 years, but it was kind of a combination of things why I left. And then on August of 2019, I left, and then the purchase happened by Brunswick on 3 months later. So it was a really quick from my part, and I was really loving the emotions I saw already then and during, and the balls were really picking up. And then the purchase happened and the pandemic happened, so there's been a lot of time to practice only, and I really learned into the balls. And then I'd say after the purchase, the balls are even better. Like there's so much knowledge when you put 7 brands together. Then I can really see the factors from the Columbia and the EBI times, and now with combined with Brunswick, there's so many good movements, and they're really working together in a great way, because there's still a lot of the same people working from both sides, and they're really getting into and matching up with the new oils.
Osku, könntest du dir vorstellen, einen eigenen Bowlingball mit deinen eigenen Ideen zu kreieren?
Definitely, I really want to do that. It's not really something that it's been done that often nowadays anymore. It was more before, and now Belmo is doing some of his own balls. But other than that, not really. But I really would like to be a part of that procession and having my name on a ball. It would be really awesome.
Osku, du fliegst in Kürze in die USA. Für die Zuschauer ist er schon in den USA angekommen. Was sind deine Erwartungen an die neue PBA-Saison?
Yeah, I'm about to fly to US this coming Saturday on the 20th, and the first tournament will be the TOC, and then after that there's both series and 2 weeks break, and then the other two majors, Masters and US Open. And I feel really good physically, but it's really hard to say what I can wait to happen, because I haven't bowled tournaments in almost a year now. So that the first tournament is we'll see what happens. But I feel good. I feel good mentally. I feel good physically, and I can't wait to get back on the lanes. I'm working on a lot of things. I've made a grip change, and I feel really good bowling. So it's just getting on that train and getting the success.
Osku, du bist seit sehr vielen Jahren Teil der finnischen Nationalmannschaft. Könntest du dir vorstellen, nach Ende der aktiven Spielerkarriere vielleicht sogar eine Karriere als Trainer zu starten?
Definitely, like that's quite the natural career path for a lot of the pros. They turn into national coaches or whatever. Depending on what the situation with Finland might not be possible economically, but I definitely do like to coach, and I'm more than likely at least part-time coaching or something like that on the side, if not full-time coaching when I'm done with my bowling. But that's the plan, is that it's not even close to yet. I think I have a good 5 to 10 years at least on the top tier still on being as a pro. So, but we'll like, there's obviously in tournaments every now and there we do ball demos and such, and also during those we quite often give tips or coaching, and I'm doing more coaching by myself also online and so on. So definitely.
Wenn du einen Tipp hast für jüngere Bowler oder auch für Spieler mit weniger Bowling-Erfahrung, um sich zu verbessern, was würdest du denen sagen?
I have a few good tips. First, whenever you're bowling, try and learn something. It might be something simple and so, but try and learn something. Always keep an open mind and ask questions and so on. And then for physical part, try and simplify your game as much as you can, but still having the same amount of power, or you be left-handed, one-handed, two-handed, or so on. Just simplify it as much as you can, because then your repetition will go up and the scores will follow. And also just have good focus, good basics. That's it. And never get score oriented, because you're just adding extra pressure. You shouldn't just go frame by frame.
Osku, du bist in der Bowling-Welt als der Mann bekannt, der die höchsten Geschwindigkeiten auf den 10er Pin erzielen kann, mit, ich glaube, es waren knapp 53 Stundenkilometer. Wo nimmst du diese Power her? Woher kommt diese Energie und warum schießt du so schnell auf den 10er Pin?
It's a combination of things. When I was younger, I made my spares, put my thumb in for the spares, and then it just kind of happened. I've always been fairly athletic, and then it just happened. And it's how I get the speed is more of timing and all the basics being good, and then of course some muscle and leverage. But it's just kind of happened. And the quickest I do know is right now is 54.8 kilometers an hour. It's most of you guys probably seen it already. It's the shot from Japan.
Yeah.
Where the scoring monitor gave 53.33, I think. But I actually did the math on it. I took it on a slow motion and I clocked it. It was 1.2 seconds exactly, which makes it 34.09 miles per hour as an average for the 60 feet. And then you take it by 1.609 and it's 54.8, because the system monitors, they only give you a hint of kind of a number. And but I think I've probably thrown something faster at some point, being angry or something at a 710 or something. But that's the quickest I think I have on file. And like I said, the monitors, they give you a clue of kind of where you're at. But like, for example, once I had it say 90 kilometers an hour, which obviously isn't true.
Osko, du hast mit einem deiner Würfe wirklich Weltruhm erlangt, nämlich mit diesem Barstool-Shot. Was war denn dein Gefühl auf der Bahn, als du den Ball über den Barhocker geworfen hast und sogar noch einen Streik damit erzielt hast?
I was petrified, actually. I'll tell the whole story quickly, I'll try. So it was the first World Series in Detroit 2009, and for some reason PBA kind of knew somebody told them or something that I could play around with the ball. So they asked me to be part of the skills challenge. So I'm there thinking of what should I do. I'm practicing on one of the bays, not on the arena. And first of all, I thought of I'll take two of those bar stools and go through them, like between the chair and then the footrest kind of part. That hole would be small and really hard to do. But then I figured actually. No, I can't do that because general public, they won't understand how hard that is. It's gonna look way lamer than it is. And we had a mulligan, so I figured, well, what else could I do? So then I figured, well, it'd be cool if I went over it, because that stool, it's high. It's almost 1.5 meters or so. So I was practicing, and Stuart Williams, and thinking like, well, I could do this, right? And I was figuring too that we have a mulligan and it's not really of how it really happens. And if I were to hit the chair, it would probably go viral and be fun anyway. So I figured I had nothing to lose basically. So in practice, I put it not on the lane next to it, and Stu thought that I went over it. So the next day when we had the show, that was on the arena bay where they had the matches, and I think not the last, but maybe the second last World Championship show was there, and then like on Thunderbolt, the arena bay, it's a phenomenal setting for tournaments like that. It's because it's more like an arena, like there's so many levels where you can see. So we were there, but over there the approaches are wood, and they're slippery, and I need the leverage. I need to stop to get the ball, to get the leverage and use it to get it go over. But I still figured I'll just wipe my shoe and I have a mulligan. If I hit the chair, I hit the chair, and we'll see how it goes. So actually, if you see the clip and when they film it from the lane side towards me, you can see that I look scared. That's because I was really scared, because I really didn't know if I could get the leverage and get it over. Luckily, I got it perfectly over, and at like half pint over the lane, I felt like, oh, this has a chance of hitting the pocket, and then I got super lucky. It went 10 flush, and it was perfect. But like you asked for the initial reaction, petrified, because the approaches were slippery, so I really had no clue where it's gonna go. I managed to throw it great, and then it ended up perfect, so I got lucky.
Du hattest nur einen einzigen Versuch gehabt, richtig? You just only got one shot.
We had a mulligan, so if I hit the chair or if I missed, I could have taken it again. But basically, yes. And that was the first time I ever had the chair on the lane either. So it was... Nobody knew what's going to happen. Neither did I.
Was war dein was ist dein Lieblingstrickshot, wenn man mal nicht den Barhocker mit einberechnet?
That's actually the only time I was on the skills challenge. I think that's the last time. Oh, sorry, there was kind of a skill challenge a few years afterwards, but there hasn't really been a trick shot show after that, so I haven't really done trick shots like for that. But I can throw 2 balls, 4 balls on and such, but that's still by far the favorite with how it all went down and how it happened. But actually on that same show, I did another one. I can flick the ball just hanging from my fingers like this, then actually hook it almost like a regular ball, and I did that through a chair too. That actually didn't get any attention. But no, I don't know. I do like to play around with the ball, and quite often, like if I practice and I leave a 4, 6, 7, 10 or something, I might throw 2 balls or something. So I do like to play around with the ball, but no, that still has to be the favorite trick shot.
Was ist denn dein Lieblingsölbild auf der Tour, beziehungsweise deine Lieblingsöllänge? Bist du eher der Short- oder der Longbowler?
It goes on zones, I like whichever I feel comfortable on, but I kind of tend to try and not to have favors, because obviously, yeah, you're going to have favorite patterns that you love more, but it's more of, if I favor something, I'm going to dislike something, if I dislike something, I'm probably going to get a little afraid of it, and that's just pointless. So I'll just take it. I just let the lanes show me what they show and so on, because any pattern, they act so different in different bowling centers. So obviously you kind of know what is what and so on, but no. But as if I want to pick something that's, I don't know, coolest or fun, I would say cheetah, because you're playing with the edge and it's just fun.
Hast du derzeit die Möglichkeit, Bowling zu spielen? Und werden derzeit Ligen oder Turniere bei euch in Schweden ausgerichtet?
Yeah, it's a bit different. Sweden was open with the pandemic for quite a long time, and we bowled league and tournaments were still going on until, I want to say, October, early November. But since it's been basically on lockdown on all sports except the like big events like football or handball or so that are league events, big team events that are paid athletes all the time. But like bowling, it's no competitions are allowed at all. So league is in hold, tournaments are on hold. Most of the centers are open that are economically can still pull through, but it's just practice.
Wann glaubst du, wird dieser ganze Wahnsinn eigentlich vorbei sein? Wann können wir wieder zusammen große Turniere spielen, wie das Lucky Larsen in Schweden oder die Brunswick Euro Challenge in München?
I believe it's going to take some time. It's probably going to take until well, pretty much everybody's got the vaccine, and what I think the situation here and right now is it's expected to be handed out by midsummer is their goal, which is late June. So and that's just here. So I would think late summer, hopefully. But we don't know. It could change any week. So, but I don't see it happening quick.
Osku, du hast ja sogar selber mal in der Bowling-Bundesliga gespielt. Für welche Mannschaft bist du damals angetreten und was war so speziell an der deutschen Bundesliga?
I did. Shout out to Finale Casa. We had a good few years in bowling, and we won the title actually, I think, 2 or 3 times during that time, and had a blast. And I wanted to bowl more, but then PBA tour basically came and interfered with the schedules because the Bundesliga starts, I think, September and finishes quite early, which is February, I think. And quite often there's tournaments going on at the same time. So, but no, I really enjoyed bowling every time, and like it's German league is really similar to Finnish league with 5-man team bowling as a week, and then you bowl matches, which is one of the only few times you really get to practice for championships for the 5-man team. And I believe that's one of the reasons why Germany and Finland do pretty good on the 5-man teams in championships, just because they're so more used to that kind of environment.
Was glaubst du, muss Bowling verändern, damit es eine olympische Sportart wird?
I don't know. I guess the formats are. I don't know. If I had the answer, I'd give it to, but because we are a sport that's for every age, and that's a good thing. But I believe Olympics normally want sports that are more for younger people, and they also want it to be so that there's really a lot of people that want to come and watch. But I don't know.
Let's see what the future gets. Mal sehen, was die Zukunft bringt. Ich hoffe ja wirklich, dass wir 2028 die Chance dazu bekommen, vielleicht in Los Angeles anzutreten. Or we need to set 10 pins on a curling fields that we can play on the winter game.
That makes no sense to me, because curling by itself too is reasonably boring to watch, and so, but like bowling, we need to just be more entertaining, be more matches in a way, because I believe the way we could get there, it wouldn't be really a sport for a true bowler. It would be more of matches like tennis. You just bowl one, like, I guess that would be the only way to really get there, because like the sorry fact is that general public will not like to watch you bowl 20 games. Then hopefully it's even, but for those 19 first games, they wouldn't be watching that. Then they'd be just watching the last game. So at the moment, I believe the only way to really get there is if it's only matches in some kind of format.
Osku, kannst du dir vorstellen, wieder nach Deutschland zu kommen, zur Brunswick Euro Challenge, zu den Track Open, nicht nur auch als Spieler, sondern auch vielleicht auch als Coach für ein paar Tipps bei einer Bowling-Klinik in Deutschland?
Oh, definitely, and definitely again. I've really enjoyed bowling in Germany. I've been over, I don't know how many times now, both for the Track Open and the Euro Challenge, and even the Berlin Open and whatever there's been. I've been to basically every tournament that I could, if there's no schedule problems with PBA or so. So yes, definitely, if it fits my schedule, I'll be over for the tournaments. And coaching, definitely, I'm all up for it. And if whoever wants to get online coaching from me, just reach me out at Instagram or Gearsay or any of these platforms, and I'm really on up to ball demos. And I was actually supposed to schedule to do a few in Germany already before the pandemic happened. So I think it's more of a matter of time when that's going to happen. So I hope to see everybody there.
Osku, hast du vielleicht noch ein paar Tipps oder Tricks, noch bevor wir dieses Interview beenden, an die Spieler da draußen?
I'd say the most important part of anybody's game is, like, striking shot is important and big part of the game, but spare game is as important, or if not even more important than any other. When you know you're good at spares, when you know you're going to make every spare basically automated, then you don't have to think about it. Like, basically US Open or anything like that's really hard. It's such a relief that you don't have to think about the spares that are easy, and you just can go, and then because then you can focus on making all those adjustments for the first shot. Makes everything so much easier.
Ja, das war unser Interview mit Osku Palermaa. Osku, erstmal vielen Dank für deine Zeit, dass du heute dir die Zeit genommen hast für dieses kurze Interview bei uns auf dem Kanal Brunswick TV. Schaut bei Osku gerne mal vorbei, lasst ihm gerne ein Like da, abonniert auch seinen Kanal. Tolle Videos, ganz großes Kino, einer der bekanntesten Bartender der Bowling-Welt. Und vielen Dank, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt bei unserer ersten Episode der Late Night Strike Show hier auf Brunswick TV, der Bowling-Sender Nummer 1 in Deutschland. Wenn euch unsere Videos gefallen, macht einen Daumen nach oben, abonniert kostenfrei unseren Kanal Brunswick TV und wir sehen uns in einem Monat wieder, denn dieses Format gibt es ab sofort einmal im Monat mit den neuesten Informationen rund um Bowling, der Bowling-Welt, der PBA und natürlich auch Neues aus dem Süden. Danke, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt. Wir sehen uns demnächst wieder. Ciao!